I am approaching the lower scratch post where I have the other camera which has much better image quality, but the field of view is so narrow, it's actually very difficult to capture an animal. It just captures parts of it, even on this more distant tree here. So I don't know if I should put it even further away or what, because an animal comes and it's just such a narrow field of view, never captures the whole animal. The other day I put it back on the nearer tree because that's where I had more animal footage from. Never seems to be as much on this tree, but this lone boar came and it just captures just like half of him, upper half, so kind of pointless. So still pretty much unsure what to do. These are these European Larch trees that shed needles, but the way they're positioned, if I put it on a more distant tree, then there will be other trees in the way, and all the infrared light will land on that tree, and the animal will not be illuminated very well at night. So not a very good option. But I'm also thinking of maybe using the other scratch post, but that scratch post is actively used as well. So I don't know if I put it there, the animals may come scratching against the camera, unless I put it a little higher up. Maybe I'll try that for one night. Let me do that. Let's see what happens. This is what I ended up having to do. I put the camera on this smaller tree. I wanted to put it on this scratch post, but around this bark it's too thick. The strap on that camera is simply too short to wrap around here. There was an option to put it lower down where this bark is removed from all the scratches, but as I've seen in previous footage at scratch posts, the boars sometimes bite into their scratch posts. They scratch their backs and butts, but they also bite into the trees. And when they bite, they usually bite to the upper parts. So if I had my camera here and strap here, they could potentially damage the strap or even the camera. So that was a little risky. So instead, I put this on this tree. Now, the main scratch post is there, right? Here is the tree where I used to have the camera, but that's too close. That camera doesn't have wide enough lens. So then I had it on this tree, here, this larch, but that still was too close. So now I was contemplating this kind of side scratch post, but cannot wrap the strap around it. It's too short. So it ended up on that tree, but look how angled it is. Obviously it's much smaller tree, so easier to attach the camera to it. Now the thing is, I also have this twig here in the way of the camera, and also this one, but this branch is dry, dead, so I removed it just now, as you can see. This one, just so that when the infrared light fires up from the camera, so it doesn't land on these branches and twigs. But this one's also in the way here, but this one, living tree, alive, is covered with this kind of stuff from these large trees that fell off. But he's alive, and this is a living twig, so I don't want to break it. So I'm gonna just kind of attempt to twist it and put it behind a big larch, but that's not gonna work, huh? Well, let's see how else I can do it. I don't want to break it. It's flexible, but not to infinity. Okay, let's see if I can. Oh, no, I'm holding the camera with one hand, and I could use that other hand to help me. Oh, okay, I think I got it. Oh, look at that. So that's the twig, and it used to go here, and it was kind of right in the way between the camera and the scratch post. So now it's going up and kind of twist behind this bigger branch, and it's locked in place in front of this other bigger branch. So it's off the I mean, it's not in the way anymore. So if I step behind the camera, it should show the view of what the camera will see, hopefully. So that's the camera, and that's the scratch post, main scratch post. The side scratch post is right next to it. It won't capture it because the lens is not wide enough, but the main scratch post over there should be captured. That's what I'm hoping for. In other places it was just too close. That camera simply doesn't have wide enough lens. But obviously by putting it further from what I want to capture, the night footage won't be as sharp because the infrared light is not that strong. It cannot have, otherwise it would use up too much battery, and it would also cost too much to put more powerful infrared lights. This poor tree is crying. Been crying for a long time, and obviously animals do it. They don't mean to harm the tree. They're annoyed by whatever is causing them the itchiness, fleas or whatever. So they come to use the tree, but causes a lot of damage to the tree. So poor tree. This one too. It's just hard, you know. I feel sorry for the tree, but I know that animals use it because they need it, not because they want to hurt the tree. So cannot blame the animals. I'm kind of worried that the camera may be a little bit too downsloped. Anyway, not gonna change it now. Leave it here, see what happens. We'll adjust next time I come around.